Hello grade 8s. In this video I will do the first question of the control test 2, which was only on accounting. Right, so let's start with question 1. It's 14 marks, short questions. Okay, so circle the most correct answer. So what does that mean, the most correct? There can be answers that are more or less correct, but when there's two options, the most correct one is the one that we're going to choose. So 1.1, money earned received by performing a service, and that will it be expense? No, it can't be, because you're earning money. It's not a profit, but the one thing that number C will be the correct answer. So if you circle the most correct answer, you must circle the C, and that's an income, money earned received by performing a service. Okay, number 2, the daily running cost payments made for something that's consumed or used up by the business, and that will be expenses. That will be an expense or expenses for 1.2. 1.3, land and buildings, vehicles and equipment are. Alright, now we must have a look. Okay, current assets is short-term assets, and these are all long-term assets. So it can't be current assets, it can't be owner's equity, because it must be some sort of asset. So yes, it is non-current assets, but it's also fixed assets and non-current assets. So it's both of these. So the most correct answer will be number A. 1.4, money owed to a person, business or bank. We don't want that. We want more assets. We don't want more liabilities where we owe people. So assets is what we own. Liabilities, number B, the correct answer would be when we owe people, a person or a bank. That's 1.4. 1.5, something of value which is durable, kept for a long time and owned by the business can be turned into money, and that will be assets. That will be an asset. Right. Then 1.6, money in the bank, cash flow, petty cash, trading stock, and money owed by debtors. Okay, that will be things that could be turned into money within 12 months, and that will be current assets. 1.7, money or goods that the owner takes out of the business for personal use will be owner's equity and drawings. Okay, so drawings is the most correct answer. There's nothing about owner's equity there, but it's also owner's equity, but drawings is part of owner's equity. So you take money out for the business, which is drawings. Number 1.8, the business owns property and rents it out to a tenant. If you rent out property to a tenant, you will receive money from the tenant. This money received is referred to as rent. Is it rent income or rent expense? So we're getting money in, so it must be an income. So it can't be one of those. There isn't something like just an account called property expense or property income. So it will be rent income, and rent income is also owner's equity. Right, so it will be number B. Right, then 1.8, stationery, wages, salaries and advertising are all examples of expenses. So it could be expenses, but remember, expenses is also owner's equity. So the most correct answer will be number C and not number B, because it's both owner's equity and expenses. That's 1.9. Okay, 1.10. The following are examples of non-current long-term liabilities. Okay, are examples of non-current or long-term liabilities. So we keep it we have to pay it over a longer period than 12 months. Okay, so land and buildings, that's an example of an asset, so it can't be that one. Alright, mortgage, bond, loans, cars, we've got different options. So let's see which ones will we rule out. So land and buildings, it can't be A. Okay, alright. Non-current liabilities, creditors is an example of short term, so it can't be C. Alright. Then there's car finance, loans, creditors, and mortgage bond. And because creditors is a short-term one, it can't be that one either. So then it must be B. So let's just check number B, mortgage bond, loans, and car finance. All loans that we have to pay over a period of longer than 12 months. 1.11, the flow of entries in the accounting cycle. Okay, we have to start with firstly, it's firstly a transaction taking place before anything else happens. So it can't be C or number A, which starts with a source document. Alright, so B, it must be B or D. So transaction, then a source document, then cash journals, okay, then a general ledger, okay, then a trial balance, and then the financial statements. That could be the correct one. But let's just check number D, transaction, source document, cash journals, general ledger, financial statement, and trial balance. So we need to ask ourselves, what is the correct one? Because it must be between the last two. So what will be first, the trial balance or the financial statements? Okay, so question is it the trial balance or the financial statements first? And it's first going to be the trial balance, then the financial statements. Okay, first the trial balance, then the financial statements. So in this case, the correct answer, most correct, will be number B. Alright, the last part that we're going to look at now is underline the correct options in brackets below to make the statement true. What can be turned into cash within 12 months? Is it current or non-current assets? Current or non-current assets within 12 months, and that's going to be current assets. Drawings increases or decreases the owner's equity. We're paying money out, so it decreases the money of the business. Expenses decreases the owner's equity or net worth of the business. So that is question 1 for the test that we have done.